Hi and welcome. My name's Rob Scott from UC Today, bringing you the latest news and conversation from the unified communications and collaboration industry. Now, today I'm joined by Joe Walsh at LogMeIn, who's going to be talking us through their latest room solution, GoTo. So, Joe, how's things?
That's pretty good, Rob. Thanks for having us here today. Looking forward to our chat over the next 15, 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, absolutely. A warm welcome. So, Joe, always a good place to start. What's your role at LogMeIn? Tell us a little bit about what you
Yeah,
do.
my background, Rob, I've been in LogMeIn just over a year, actually about 13 months now, and I'm the product marketing lead in EMEA and APAC for LogMeIn, looking at our unified communications and collaboration portfolio. So pretty exciting time for the business. We've a lot of great products in the UCC space. People will know GoToMeeting, they'll know GoToWebinar, they're kind of market leading brands, and we launched GoToConnect, our cloud telephony platform, and GoToRoom, our brand new in-room kind of meeting solutions just towards the back end of 2019. And that's why the team was developed in region. I came on board. I've been in telecoms for the best part of 15 years. I worked with Vodafone and BT and a few AI companies that came out of Israel as well. So it's a really exciting time to be at LogMeIn and a big challenge. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I've really enjoyed the last 13 months and looking forward to even bigger and better challenges over the next 12, 24, 36 months.
Yeah, it's great. We see so much coming from LogMeIn and the GoTo team. It's really, really good to see. Now, in terms of today's session, we're going to be talking about your new GoTo solution. So,
Yeah.
first of all, I mean, maybe let's set the scene in terms of where we are as a marketplace. We're still in the middle of this pandemic, and I'm hearing all sorts of things like people aren't going back to the meeting rooms. So, what's the current state of play?
Yeah, well, you can't talk about meeting rooms without talking about meeting solutions and talking about people and where they are at the moment. So obviously, 2020 has been a seismic year for everybody, but even more so the meeting solutions industry, okay? Everybody who probably wasn't aware of GoToMeeting or Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Cisco WebEx, they're probably using those tools every day now, even like the Google Meet as well as another really popular tool. So everybody finds themselves at home. Obviously, pretty much everybody, both across the UK and in Ireland, we're in lockdown for April and May and the best part of March, and we started coming out of it. But we still find a lot of people stuck in between the office and home, okay? And I think we did just a few straw polls last week and a few webinars we're doing, and over half, I think it's about 53% of people still working full time from home, okay? And that brings all those challenges that we all know extremely well over the last 6 months. It's a challenging and difficult place for people to find themselves still after 6 months. Then about another 40%, 41% of people are in a hybrid mode where they're in pods, they're working 1 week in the office, 1 week from home, or a couple of days in and a couple of days out. So they're still trying to find their feet and how they can best work and operate in a new normal. And then only about 6%, a very small fraction, have told us that they're actually back in the office. But that was last week, and since last week, everything has changed again. We've got in Ireland more restrictions. I think I see on the UK news feeds that there's potentially more restrictions coming from the UK. So whether those 6% will still be in the office next week or the weeks after, we don't know. So a real challenging time for businesses, and a really difficult time to understand what to do with your meeting rooms and how best to bring people together to collaborate and be productive when we're working from so many different places. So, from a market perspective, there's huge challenges at the moment, and a lot of people not knowing where they're going to be next week, let alone the first few months of 2021.
Great, thank you. So it's a challenging time. Things are changing by the day, changing by the week. We don't know what's coming up next. So a really interesting topic for us today is to how to invest in the right meeting room solution, because we're kind of working between these virtual and physical worlds right now. So, Joe, where would we start when looking at meeting room solutions?
I think where you need to start with, Rob, is those brands I alluded to at the start. Okay, those brands that have become kind of household names, or certainly kind of business names. Who's your meeting solutions provider? Who provides you with the level of video conferencing and the level of media solutions around collaboration across your organization? Who's your main provider of that? I think that's always a really good place to start when it comes to then how you're going to kit out your meeting rooms to bring that meeting experience from the desktop or from the conference room into your huddle rooms, your meeting rooms, your home office. So I think that's your starting point, okay? And what's really important when you look at different meeting rooms and different challenges and different capabilities, I think from a meeting solutions perspective, you need to look at reliability. Okay, who's the most reliable providers that are out there in terms of performance? Okay, because there's so many people working from home, and I always use LogMeIn as an example here. We're just shy of 4,000 employees. We're working in 4,000 different locations at the moment. That's 4,000 different broadband connections that can impact every meeting that we're on. Okay, so you want a platform that requires minimal bandwidth and provides the best experience possible from anywhere, even with the weakest broadband connection. But make sure your support and your security is right as well for all the IT buyers out there. You know, they're going to have a big challenge on their hands, making sure that you know, all their employees, all their staff members can work from a number of different locations, and making sure that the platform is just up and running shouldn't be one of the challenges they have. They want to make sure that the customer support is right and that they can do it securely as well. And, you know, you're looking for value for money, and you're looking for the best experience, whether, you know, I think what you got to realize, because people find themselves in so many hybrid locations right now, you got people working from home, you got people sometimes working from the office, you know, a lot of people working from cafes or anywhere they find themselves, people joining meetings through mobile devices. We've seen, you know, that use case increase fivefold. So you want to make sure your meeting solution provider has a great experience across all those different use cases. And then like that, you want to make sure you're getting the best value for money too. So I think when picking room solutions, your meeting solutions provider is your first port of call. And then you got to look at the different types of rooms that you're kitting out. You know, is it a home office? Is it a huddle room? You know, is it a conference room, or is it a boardroom? Okay, and what you're looking for there is just in terms of the strength and the power of the video camera. Has it got the ability to pick up people in the furthest part of the office? If it's a big room and it's got a lot of people in it, does it have things like intelligent framing where it can focus in and zoom in on the person that's actually talking? And then also making sure that, you know, different types of lighting scenarios. You've got some offices that are beside big windows, and that can have a big bright daylight coming in, or you can be in a room with no windows and it's a little bit dark. So you want something that, from a video perspective, can adjust that and make sure that the quality coming out of that room is crystal clear. Then you got audio. Do you need mic extensions? Again, how big is that room to pick up the voice of everybody in it? Have you got the right technology to make sure there's not one voice dominating that call? So once you've figured out the type of room that you need to kit out, you then start looking at all those different functions and features that will lead you down the road to the most optimum solution for your business and the requirements that you're trying to meet. So, you know, really to summarize, three big things to look out for when it comes to in-room video conferencing is your meeting solutions provider, you know, the type of room you're kitting out, and then the functions and features that you're looking for to get the best audio, the best video quality.
Great, thanks. So you can't underplay that quality, can you? Because if you don't get the quality right, you actually can have such a detrimental effect on the video conferencing experience overall.
Yeah, like quality is paramount, and it's actually the video conferencing equipment you use in a meeting room plays an important part of the quality of the experience for everybody on the call. Okay, because now you can be sitting in a meeting room, someone could be dialing in from a mobile device, someone can do dialing in from a desktop app at home. Okay, but you can have multiple people in the room. The quality of that device you use in room can elevate the experience for everybody that's on it, and that's one of the key features of our Dolby solutions. You know, it's got this kind of unique innovation around its audio quality, around its video quality, that actually uplifts the entire meeting solution for everybody that's on it. So, and it's a notable difference. Anybody that wants to see a demonstration of that, you can actually see and hear the difference in the quality of a call once you bring in a premium device like Dolby into the meeting experience. So yeah, video and audio should never be compromised when it comes to your meeting solutions.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd encourage anyone to really invest as much as they possibly can in the right kit. So, okay, let's talk about GoTo Room and the portfolio that you've created recently. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so again, another exciting time. When we launched GoTo Room initially in August, September time last year, we launched just with our Dolby device, with the Dolby huddle room, the Dolby meeting room, which is a fantastic product, and it's been really well received by our customer base. But just recently, we've added in more Dolby products, but also a range of products from Poly and a range of products from Logitech as well. Okay, and the reasons for that is a lot of organizations might have a preference for a particular brand. Okay, so even if they're GoToMeeting users and we're the #1 meeting solution, they may have the office kitted out already with Poly devices or Logitech devices, and they want to continue that from a user experience and a vendor relationship perspective. They want to keep kind of, you know, those similar brands in play. So that's an important part of any hardware offering, that you have multiple devices across multiple brands, because you need to meet those huddle room experiences. You need to meet those conference room experiences. You need to meet those, anybody huddling from home at the moment, and those larger boardrooms as well. So we've now got 9 or 10 products, I think it is, in our portfolio completely across Logitech, Poly, and Dolby, and covering all those different use cases: the huddle room, the boardroom, the conference room, and the home office as well. So yeah, exciting times for us, and a challenging time bringing it to market at this because there's so much uncertainty around the offices. But I think one thing as well, you're going to see a lot of businesses that maybe downgrading their office size, trying to figure out, well, look, what's the purpose of my office in 2021 if so many people are going to be working from home? And that's an exciting time for us, because that means people need to redesign, reshape their offices, and we think these devices are going to play a hugely important part of that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is the time to think about this, isn't it? As we've got a little bit of time potentially to get this right. But in terms of getting it right, the implementation of this equipment, how easy is it? I mean, who do you need involved in this, in the deployment, for example?
That's one of the beauty of GoTo Room and the GoTo products in general. Okay, we've 3 specific pillars for our products. One is that they are easy to use, so end user experience is always top of mind. That they're as easy to deploy as they are to use. Okay, so for those IT administrators, those IT teams that need to set them up, it needs to be really simple, and they need to be really secure. Okay, and we actually have a box to conferencing message within 15 minutes. A lot of our solutions are plug and play. They come with 1, 2 pieces, minimal cabling, and really anybody who can plug in some devices can get a GoTo Room device set up and running within 15 minutes.
Thanks, Joe. And just for clarity, do you have to be a GoToMeeting customer, or can this work across any meeting room platform?
Well, so that's, as I said, when you go back and you're selecting your room devices, Rob, it's really important that you start with your meeting solutions provider, okay? Because their devices were built with those meeting platforms in mind, and they'll be the most equipped to serve the majority of your use cases, okay? But what's really important is that, and we alluded to it at the top of the meeting as well, video conferencing has exploded in the last 6 months. People are using Zoom, they're using Microsoft Teams, they're using WebEx, they're using Google Meet, they're using GoToMeeting. Okay, you can't get away from the need to join multiple video conferencing solutions, multiple meeting solutions. So therefore, it's really important that your in-room meeting devices can join all those different solutions as well. And we have a thing that's called third-party join, which allows GoToMeeting customers, if they're in a room, they need to join a customer's meeting or a supplier's meeting or a prospect's meeting, and they're using WebEx or they're using Microsoft Teams, that you can join into those meetings using your in-room video conferencing solutions as well. So it's not redundant. It's not just for GoToMeeting. It's for all your meeting requirements that you have within the office.
That's really great. And in terms of availability, is this solution now?
Available now. Available now. Anybody that's interested to find out more, Rob, goto.com/room. You'll get all the information on our devices and our different offerings. We got a huge network of partners out there that we've started working with over the last 12 months when we brought these products to market. They're keen to go and speak to people. They're keen to do demonstrations. Anybody looking to learn a bit more, again, start off on the website, reach out, and we'll be more than happy to help and to bring everybody up to speed on that offering.
That's superb. Hey, Joe, it's been great to speak to you today. Thank you very much for talking me through your latest offering.
No problem at all. My pleasure, Rob. Thanks for having us today. It's been great.
And that's it from us. If you've enjoyed today's session, please give us a like or a share on social media. It's always appreciated. I'm Rob Scott from UC Today. Thanks for watching.
Thanks very much.